Alright, good evening ladies and gentlemen. We are back for another dose of King of the Hill from our very own little guild, the Wave Gamers. This match is going to be Skyfaller versus Logic. I've got a load of people joining me on the casting bench. It's going to be great. I will be joining them in a sec, just about to kick off the lobby. Let's do it now, in fact. 3, 2, 1. G. I love being lobby admin and caster. All of the responsibilities rolled into one. But anyway, I'm just going to put on some music while the... In fact, no, you know what? Screw the music. Let's go straight into the cast. I'll switch this over here, get ready for that, and join my casting crew.
Channel switched.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
We've got so many people here. Do you guys want to briefly introduce yourselves?
Sure.
Starting from the top in the TeamSpeak. Digital Unicorn.
Hello, I'm Digital Unicorn.
Maestro.
Hey, I'm Maestro.
Shadowman.
Dyer's ban.
He's here. He's probably just trolling. And Thorn's got his speakers turned off, so he might be joining us later.
I'm here.
Hey, Shadow. So yeah, we're back. This is game 24. Nobody's got more than 5 points so far in the tournament, so things are a little bit mad. A lot of competition for challenging rights. And a pretty exciting game last time. How many of you were playing in it?
I was.
I was
playing a game. Does that count?
That almost counts.
Ban.
Almost.
Oh,
But-
okay.
So now, Grumble, we get to ask you the really awkward question of how were we?
Radiant's ban.
Was it good for you?
it was good for me. I was just spectating that
Dyer's
one.
pick.
I rarely get to spectate these. It was actually a real pleasure. I think True did something he's got in a pattern of doing recently, which is drafting crazy early game stuff without a traditional carry, and then no matter how well he plays later, it kind of bites him in the ass a little bit. But that's
Yeah.
interesting.
I did find myself looking at the lineup like later on in the game when we got past the early game and thinking
Radiant's
we have a
pick.
drow and they don't, if you know what I mean. Like,
The end. I know. Similar thoughts were crossing my mind. You know, they had a Lena and a Bristle. You guys had a Drow and a Razor and a Viper.
no matter how badly a fight went for us.
Gamers,
like,
this match is going to be Skyfaller versus Logic. I've
yeah,
got
we're
a
probably
load of
alright.
people joining me on the casting bench.
So that's quite a bold opener in the Storm Spirit.
Ooh.
That's very bold.
Dyer's pick.
It is, yeah. I was just looking at
Yeah,
this.
and there's still plenty of room for more disgusting counters that kind of follow suite.
Hmm.
But the Centaur follow-up kind of makes it impossible to escape ever.
If they get it right.
Very,
Or
very
impossible to lock it
hyper-
down completely.
symbolic way.
Hmm.
Yeah. I mean, Venge is a pretty standard starting support. She's super strong in this patch. Like, physical
10
damage, early
seconds to
stuns.
go.
Like, really, really, really strong.
5
I-
seconds.
You're absolutely right. She's picked all the time, generally with either like the troll or the sniper who's been taken
Reserve
out, but
time.
Drow's still in the pool. But in all honesty, like, I don't love her for what she's supposed to be doing. Like, it seems to be all about buffing the right clickers, and I'd rather have
Yeah.
attack speed, in all honesty. And the switch, to me, it's tricky initiation. You know, it's so easy to get it wrong and end up feeding. And it doesn't combo well with other kinds of initiation either. Like, the only
No,
other
it does
ability
not.
I think it combos well with is, like, Infest or something. But yeah, definitely picked up a lot. Played well. Deadly support.
Dyer team.
Or the Wraith
ban.
King, actually. Buff the damage and then crit it. That's respectable.
Yeah. So, but with the Venge, I think what it comes down to is that, yeah, if she had a stun, she wouldn't be great. If she had the
10
damage aura, she
seconds
wouldn't
to
be great.
go.
If she had the swap, she wouldn't be great. If she had the minus armor, she wouldn't
5
be great. But all four of
seconds.
them together is what makes her like, she's a bit of a jack of all trades. Like, she does a bit of everything,
Radiant
which
team
keeps her relevant, I
ban.
think.
That's true. And I mean, I suppose with the recent changes as well, the fact that if the initiation does go wrong and she just dies, at least the enemy team have that, what, minus 25% damage? That's huge.
When you're man fighting a troll and you're minus 25 damage down, I mean, why even bother?
10
Yeah,
seconds to
that's
go.
big. I'm also loving the bans that we're seeing in this game because they're like half
5
metagame with the
seconds.
sniper and the lion and the troll, and half just entirely people here
And then
knowing
just
each
the
other.
Reserve
Super
time.
targeted bans at Logic, just the super targeted bans.
That's right. Yeah, take out the Meepo. Sniper would probably be banned anyway, but like in fairness, I think Logic does a pretty good sniper as well, and that Invoker as well. I think that's targeted at Beauty. I don't know if True's Beauty. By the way, when I say Beauty, I mean 14.
Dyer's
I'm not
ban.
entirely sure why he changed his name to that. It's a little weird, but 14 it is.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. Although from my recollection, the best way to beat Beauty's Invoker is to play Wind Ranger mid against him. Oh no, wait.
10 seconds
Oh no, that
to
matchup was
go.
that was Beauty on the Wind Ranger and
Radiant's
Scenarios
ban.
on the Invoker. That was
Mhm.
that was hilarious.
That should be a pretty equal lane, no? Or was it just one player was drastically lower skill level than the other?
Well, I would have thought that the Wind Ranger was less skill
10
level than Scenarios, because
seconds to
Scenarios
go.
had bossed everybody else that had played against him. And then, like 2 minutes in, he
5
just gave away a solo
seconds.
first blood on the Invoker,
Oh,
like the Wind
beautiful.
Ranger. And we were just
Radiant's
like,
pick.
What? What?
What?
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Go, carry on.
I gotta say, I love that drow ban. I think that fits absolutely perfectly. That to me was the last really dangerous Venge combo. I think in fairness, the Wraith King works really well with that as well. But if they'd got drow, that would have been really scary, really really scary. And they could even have run that as quite a deadly
10
defensive tri lane if they went
seconds
Wraith
to
King
go.
support.
And also looking at the
5
actual player
seconds.
lineups, Skyfaller, the drafter from last game, Cone Wolf, the player from last game, like those
Reserve
people
time.
have proven that they can make a drought lineup work already. So
Absolutely.
quite a good removal from there. Nyx is a very odd one. I suppose the mana burn against Wraith King, no, like you don't
No,
want that.
Mana Burn versus Storm,
Yeah,
surely. I
Hmm.
mean, there's a lot of Storm builds which don't really get bothered by particular Mana Burn, especially if you just buy BKB, but I guess they're fearing they want to build like an Orchid or something just to stop there's Venge swaps maybe.
Mhm.
But that's increasing his intelligence, thus going to
Yeah.
drain more mana.
Well, then I suppose you get your mana burned, and then you pop Soul Ring and zip away. Like,
It's a weird one.
yeah,
I can see why, but then you can kind of see why not. Or maybe just okay, Earthshaker. That's pretty
Dyer's pick.
I like it.
standard.
I really like
Especially
it.
with like a Storm Spirit.
yeah.
Like that. I got.
So-
I always say this when Nanoseki gets picked, but there's nothing to not love about that hero. He's amazing.
Beautiful.
Just the fizzer, the fact that he's got 3 stuns, the damage he can dish out, the crazy lane blocking you can do with fizzer. Like, you can never go wrong with an Earthshaker. Never, in my
10
opinion. And the other thing
seconds
is,
to go.
one of the hero types that works really well with these aura-based
Radiant's
strats
pick.
that Skyfall is running at the moment with the Venge and the Wraith King is summons, like a
Dyer's
Nature's
pick.
Prophet or a Broodmother or something like that. And the Earthshaker kind of preemptively counters that entire line of attack.
I think we're gonna see Axe
Yeah.
any second now, because Axe is super good versus Storm anyway.
Mhm.
Well, depends how good the Storm player is, but you say you call the Storm, you stun him, he's gone.
And at the moment they're absent a bit of early game beef. Like,
10 seconds to
Well,
go.
Windranger's a fair tank with Windrun, making her immune to all physical damage.
5
But I-
seconds.
But then it's
I know
a
what you mean.
magical damage lineup coming out
Yeah.
from
Mm,
Logic's team, so it's.
Reserve time.
that's true.
I'm
Very
not
true.
sure why they're not just going instantly into. He's not been banned. I don't know what they fear. Maybe just Centaur kiting him around, maybe, or Shaker stunning him up too much. Yeah, there we go.
yeah.
There he is.
So
Radiant.
Maybe just
team
making sure someone could
ban.
play it.
the axe into the Earthshaker is a little.
Fancy.
Yeah, so the lineup that they've got already on Dire side is kind of aggressive, and Earthshaker's really good at shutting that down. If he
So is
plays
Dazzle, in fact.
yeah,
10
if he plays his game
seconds
right,
to
like
go.
he's very, very good at just
5
somebody gets going
seconds.
on fissure, all aggression stops, everybody backs off, and then the fight's over. Like
Reserve
your
time.
Wraith King blinks on top of you, somebody gets swapped in, like just fissure, it's over.
I mean, I think what's great about the Dire lineup though is they could do it so many ways. You know, they could do an aggro try with what they've got already with Venge and Wraith King supporting the Axe. They could do a defensive try with Wraith King as the carry or someone else as the carry. I think you're right though.
As the carrier would be pretty bleh this game.
You reckon? I mean, there's no
I
mana
think
drain.
he's just
There's
gonna
no
get
mana
committed
drain
all
on
game.
Radiant.
Yeah,
10
the
seconds
chase
to go.
the chase on Radiant is really strong. I mean, if you get hit by a
Dyer's
fissure,
ban.
even at like max length, you're getting caught anyway. Like,
Radiant's pick.
But that maybe is why Wraith King
Like-
might be a good choice for the carry. Because then it
Yeah.
gives you the rest of your team more of a chance to get to him. So that by the time he gets up, if he gets ganked, you know, that's just the point where you pop your BKB and suddenly turn it around on him.
Yeah.
Could go either way.
It's quite a topsy-turvy draft because, of course, Radiant have all this chasing potential and escaping potential, but Dire also have heroes which punish overextension
10 seconds to go.
I was
as well
just-
as simply just going 5v5, like say, you know,
5
Wraith King.
seconds.
Okay,
Oh
Bristles.
wow.
Dyer's pick.
Really nice, actually. Looking at like kind of the armor levels of most of their team, apart from the axe, which doesn't make much sense because Dire can just pick something that's a little bit higher damage, maybe for their. Hell, they
Yeah.
could even go maybe even into like a Medusa.
I mean, well,
Could
Medusa just
really
got.
try
I was.
Band.
The last round of bans were really nice because I was going to say I'd
Oh,
really
yeah.
like to see a Spectre on Radiant and I'd really like to see a
10
Medusa on Dire, and then they
seconds
get
to
banned
go.
perfectly.
Yeah.
But it's open to Dire now to
5
outscale easily.
seconds.
Like Bristle doesn't scale as well as other carries. Centaur doesn't scale as well. Storm Spirit's definitely a mid-game hero,
Reserve time.
and
Well,
you know,
Storm's one of those heroes which is either amazing mid game, amazing late game. It depends how you build
sure.
him.
I mean, he can scale if he snowballs,
So,
Yeah.
but he's not going to be behind and
Would you
then
say
with enough
those
farm
four-
come back and take over the game. He's not a
would you
carry.
say that those 4 heroes could fight on their own that the Dire already have?
Against
fight.
everything the Radiant have.
Radiant
I
just
don't think
outmaneuver
so.
them.
Not at the moment, but they've still
I
got their
highly
big
doubt it.
cannon to come out.
So
I
does
mean,
that rule out something like an anti-mage, do you think, where it's just AFKers? Like,
I don't think
Anti-mage
they'd be
become
wise
a
to
bit
go
greedy.
anti-mage into Storm Spirit, Centaur, and Earthshaker. But that's my
That's
main
what I
reason
mean.
for it, I think. I think, like, Void, maybe, with the Wind Ranger outside to dish into more damage.
Void and Axe don't tend to go hand in hand.
Those two don't, you're right. But Wind Ranger, oh
Razor.
wow.
Razor.
They go for the so I guess it's a support Wind Ranger and a carry Wraith King, and the Razor will be taking the mid.
oh, this is a
Or-
brawly ass game we're going to have.
It
Or
is.
Wind Ranger mid, Razor
Yeah.
safe lane, Axe off lane.
Could be.
Axe
Um,
Wind Ranger off lane.
Yeah, I don't.
No, Wraith King picks up carry items.
I'd
So-
get
I don't
Oh,
ready
think
you-
to
you
anybody
also
really
Wind Ranger
plays
did.
wind support anymore.
Yeah, I was going to ask, what do you think of Wind Ranger support now? Because she used to be one of my favourite heroes. Like, I've got like 100 games on it, and I really
Yeah, she's
dislike the
definitely
new
going
carry
right.
builds. I really dislike them.
I honestly just hate the hero because of the laugh, and so I'm really, I just,
Oh
oh,
gosh.
I despise her. I hate when she's picked. I hate when she's not picked. I've gradually grown to appreciate some of her virtues, like the duration of shackle, but I don't know.
Wind Ranger.
Just can't get over that laugh. Does one of you guys want to introduce one of the teams? Pick a team, any team.
Off you go, Maestro. I keep overcutting people, so you're allowed.
So on the Dire side, we're going to be seeing Gimli
30
playing
seconds
Axe.
to battle.
We're seeing Conewolf playing Wraith King. 14, I've already forgotten his name.
Beauty.
On the Wind Ranger, Skyfaller, the captain of Dire, picking up the Razor for the second time this evening.
I think might be right.
And that will leave Chozo
Oh, this
sitting
might
on
be
the
first
bench.
blood right here, just
Oh,
on the radiant top.
They just need one more stun. They're backing
True.
it out.
Ready.
Although
Well,
he's
if you
not giving
say
up first
so.
blood there, could not afford to take that much damage because he only has 2 shared tangos.
Yeah, he's just going for that rush bottle, despite the stat build he's gone with the circlet. It's risky. He's planning to outplay here, I think. And Maestro, do you wanna introduce Radiant?
Okay, so on Radiant, we got Irock rocking the offlane Centaur. We got True God playing the mid Storm Spirit. Gal playing the position 5 Dazzle. Ebenezer Scrooge playing Earthshaker, and Logic playing the safe lane Bristleback.
This to me looks like either a jungle axe or like a support axe.
Yeah. I think Sky's doing something a little. I'm not in love with this offlane Razor. I gotta say, I think Earthshaker picks up a few levels, and he's gonna start having quite a bit of trouble there. But it does free up the jungle for Axe.
First blood.
And First Blood goes down. Irock,
That is somewhat-
Centaur Warrunner, just eating. It seems a little. I think that was probably 2 Wraithfire blasts that he took. Looking at the fight
like
recap.
that. Or just far too much harass, but
Yeah, he's got
Air
level
Force.
of Storm,
No.
so he's got no return. He's not as tanky as he should be at this point. He
Yeah.
hasn't got a ring of protection for the lane. He's gone boots first.
Yeah, he just
so...
got hit by Wraithfire Blast and Magic Missile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Just
one of those
down.
heroes. Like level 1, you got to be really careful. Like
Yeah.
once you've got the few levels on the enemy safe lane, once you're 5 and they're both 3, then you can start being aggressive. But that temptation. Oh, and he's also gone for Boots of Speed to kick off, which probably isn't the best build against an enemy team who are just going to stun lock him.
Yeah.
Ring of Protection may be more useful
Stout.
there.
Like, yeah, even just a stout to protect from the right clicks. Like,
Stout works. I think my normal Centaur build is Tango, Stout, Ring of Protection, and then work on your Tranquils from there. Actually, I generally get the Boots last.
he's got 300 move speed. I mean, he outmoves everybody else in the lane at that point. Like,
Sure, they just got to get close enough once though, and then it's Wraith Fire Blast, followed by Venge Stun, followed by Wraith Fire Blast, and
he's in a tough position just in general.
yes, it's a tricky lane for him.
Look at the CS.
Yeah, Radiant pulling ahead, but not by too much, and Centaur's really, really struggling, and brought really low again up on top. Might die to the DOT from Wraith Fire Blast, but no, he survives. But dangerously low on regen for someone who's sitting at 120 health.
Yeah.
Not looking fun for the offlane Centaur.
No.
He's even got a level in return
Radiant's
to,
top tower
that
is being
strength.
attacked.
to get that protection.
I'm not even sure whether leveling up that too much will do him much help, because of course it's mainly magical damage sitting up in this lane.
Yeah.
Especially if Wraith King's going for the max Wraith Fire Blast, so that's when that's max, that's what, 200 damage plus. We'll just say she keeps it about level 3 because she's not going to level up too much. That's 500 damage worth of magical, and the poor guy's only got about 800 HP at that time.
I mean, if Komolf had mana for stun right now, he'd be there again. Midas on the Wraith King, you reckon?
Definitely.
Look, yeah, for sure.
That hero, there's nothing wrong with going Midas on that hero.
He'll be big and he'll be
Picking up his
tanky.
bottle. He's also got his boots on the courier.
Yeah,
There's
True's
a
going
lot
to
of
struggle
powers
as
from
well
this Wind Ranger.
against his Wind Ranger mid. Windrun isn't going to help her much getting away, so I'm glad that's only 1 point in it, but if these power shots keep hitting, then True's going to be in trouble until he gets to 6. And
Yeah.
again, right on the nose. I'm really liking this play actually for
Finished
beauty.
off the Null Talisman and got all boots on the courier. Haste rune picked up. Gonna swing past onto True God now, maybe
Yeah.
not. No, she's just gonna go straight. Oh wait, she's rushing for the other rune. She's
Yeah.
gonna try and beat him there. She'll see it though and back off to the lane. This offlane racer seems to be doing okay. He's picked up level 4.
Yeah, he has. I'm fairly surprised. He's doing much better than the Centaur in terms of CS.
Yeah.
And I guess it's just
Especially
mainly
'cause
the lack of
Centaur Blades
stuns.
are really pushed up, whereas Skyfallers has just been kind of all the way up to the Radiant Tier 1.
Like, I think I could forgive that if the Earthshaker had been like really hard farming the jungle, getting a load of pulls off, getting, chaining the pulls all the way through the camp. And what he has been doing, in fairness, is stacking the camp. And without that stun, it's going to be really tricky for them to get a kill on the Razor. But Logic will be able to free farm pretty much with impunity.
So, this with the intention for the Storm Spirit or for the Bristleback? Place your bets right now.
I'm thinking for the Bristleback. Comewolf brought really low on top, and IROC gets a revenge kill.
Oh, that's
Not-
Dyer's
that's a
top
big
tower is
deal.
under siege.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
appreciating the nuke that can come out of Centaur with the damage off Hoof Stomp and Double Edge put together. That was scary.
Maybe Colonel wasn't expecting such a bursty build, and he was expecting like maxing return and stomp, just because it's in a
Yeah.
nasty lane. But of course, it's not very safe up there. Like the magical damage is just gonna screw you over with return. So
Yeah.
I don't think we should really ever max return like first or second, like
Yeah.
because it just doesn't scale well in the early game. In my opinion, it just scales
It's the
a lot better late game.
percentage-based things are really don't shine in the early game.
Yeah. I'm a fan of it, but
apart from little things, maybe like Vengeance Aura and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think it can work. I'm a fan of Return if they've got a lot of ranged harass, which is constantly dropping down on you, and realistically, you're not going to get a chance to use double edge without getting yourself killed anyway. Oh, one moment though, down on the bottom safe lane, we do have Gal trying to rotate round on Skyfaller, but Sky's being cagey. He knows the supports are missing.
He's got 6
Got a
armor.
ward. He's got
Okay.
a ward there. He knows
They-
He
where
doesn't
they are.
have boots, though. Although he's maxing the passive, so he's got a bit of movement speed on these supports that don't have boots yet.
Hmm.
Well, he
Gal
knows
sit-
he's there. Got a ward right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Gal sitting on the enough wheel for his boots. I assume he's going to go pick him up now.
It's odd because the Radiant Ward was placed later on. So I'm surprised they didn't go
Oh,
to
Stampede
the
used top. IROC in trouble, gets the stun off,
That's still-
and that's away. Well played.
DP's coming in here.
So Ebenezer Scrooge, for anyone who's familiar with the Wave Guild, that's Howloon. If
Maybe.
anyone-
Looks to be coming around on him.
Yeah. They see this.
This could be
That's
scary.
coming up. Oh, it's you. Sorry. Bad caster. Bad caster.
Chozo being pinged out by Radiant, but you're right, they have no idea that Axe is waiting in the back lines. And of course,
If
because
this
he's
becomes 2 kills, it's going to be like an 11-minute blink for Axe, and that's jungle as well.
They
Yeah.
see him. They see him. He's cutting the creep
Yep.
wave. This,
That's-
I don't
that's
think
risky.
check us there, oh yeah, he's panicking now.
yeah. Oh, they stacked the stun though, that's not good. But True's rotated in to try and help out here. They've definitely finished off this Axe. Just need a couple more right clicks,
Oh,
and Sentinel
They
gets
give
it.
to the centaur. They give it
crazy
to the
range on
centaur.
Sentinel.
Yeah, the range on double edge is hilarious.
We're on about like sniper's range. That's like assassinate, right?
Um,
Almost as good as PA's right clicks.
I think Gimli there should really have just stayed hidden in the trees. Like they weren't losing XP with him being there because he was the jungle axe.
Yeah.
And if Venge and Wraith King had just aggressively pushed, they could have quite easily taken the fight under the tower. So long as they had creeps there to soak up the tower hits.
What do you think Skyfaller's going for? Like he's got 1600 saved up.
Mecha.
Oh, he's
Midas.
making Midas.
Yeah.
I guess with the max passive, he doesn't really even need to go for boots.
I mean,
It's risky,
have it-
but
he's going to have
to
it
be
in
a
like
max
2 or
passive.
3 minutes, and that 11-minute Midas and offlane hero against the tri-lane seems.
oh, Wraith King in trouble again up on top. Howloon, it's a fissure of destiny, my friend. Oh, he doesn't take it.
He's got his ult. He should be fine.
I rocked and filled.
Oh, that's right, yeah, level 7. Looks like Cone wants to re-engage though, gets the stun off on IROC. There's Wave of Terror as well. Beautiful fissure, but caught by the shackle and finished off.
45-degree shackle.
Only question is, can Ebenezer Scrooge Howloon get out? Yes, he can. I think some of the ranged heroes should have chased a little bit more there.
Oh, she is. Don't worry.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Dire's middle tower
With
is
the wind
under
run.
attack.
Take my advice.
It's
Came back
probably
for some
nothing to
reason.
worry about.
Storm.
Like Storm running into Axe.
Down.
I think he'll be quite happy about this matchup though. This is all in favor of iTrueGod. Oh, that was close.
Died mid-spin.
Oh no, Dunk wouldn't have killed him. Oh, it
Yeah.
actually would have. Never mind.
That was really, really intelligent of True to hold off on the pull there. If he'd have done that first, like in a panic, he would have got
Dire's
dumped
middle
there.
tower is
Save it
under
for the
siege.
culling risk.
Yeah.
As we do see Skyfaller soak up a little bit of harass down on bottom, but nothing really to write home about.
I mean, do you guys want to talk about how this unstable current passive is going to mess up Bristleback in the mid game
Please explain.
Well,
because of the? You go, Mr. Sorry.
Dire's middle tower is
no,
under siege.
I was just like about to add stuff like, well, I doubt he's even going to get kited because of Stampede, but it depends how you want
Oh,
to take it on.
one moment. Logic caught out on the bot lane, going to be power shotted and finished off there by Skyfaller. I'm sorry, please carry on.
That's Razor's Midas and Boots.
Except he still hasn't flown out his recipe yet.
Yeah, that's.
I thought he would have done that a while ago.
I think he's anticipating not being able to reach the side chop to finish it, but I agree, he still probably should have got that sent out a while ago. Is that the whole completed Midas coming out to him? Wait, what?
Hey, Dazzle, you better watch out, Skyfaller.
Oh, he's got the
Might
glove.
touch you and slow himself considerably and get purged.
This is my thing about the Midas. Like, if you're gonna go for it in an off lane, get the recipe sent out first, because you buy it as early as possible, so you're not at risk of losing the gold and getting ganked, and you can finish it off as soon as you get up to a total of 2,000, rather than having to get it sent out. because you can just grab the glove from the side shop.
So True God has 2,000 gold.
That'll probably be a Midas coming out there as well, I guess.
The highest
That
level
looks-
on the map as
Or
well.
was that trades
No,
finished off?
no, he's going
No,
north.
he's just going
Yeah.
straight
Just
into.
purchase
Yeah,
the blue
straight
stuff.
off.
Stampede,
Yeah,
drop
I
down as a
suppose
chasing
Louis
axe in the
got-
jungle. Hit by Fissure, hit by Stomp, double edge,
Oh.
and just a right click or two. Centaur does run into Razor though on the background.
He's just going to TP out. Is there a stun from Venge? Too late.
It was
So
close.
was
So
that
gets
just
out.
was that just blind chance? Were they
Dire's
just
middle
trying to
tower
find the
is
answer
under
there? 'Cause
attack.
they've got
Yeah.
no ward vision. That was just unlucky.
Yeah, he was farming this camp here, and they must. I think they came around like that.
They knew he was jumping.
These
Whoa.
3 deaths on Axe are really saying him back.
So weird.
It's going to be like, what, 15-minute blink?
Yeah.
Unless some serious fighting happens in the next few minutes.
Dire's
Wolf,
bottom
why not
tower is
aura?
under attack.
No jungle. Why not aura?
Yeah, it's true. This is a kind of stage in the game where you want a couple of value points just to give yourself options.
I mean, like level 2 is it where it starts to like when you're sort of like if you had 2 points in it now, he'd be doing enough damage to heal himself. I think.
Yeah, and even the 1 point keeps you alive long
Wonder
enough
what
to get the
this
second
Wind
point.
Ranger's gonna go. Are you gonna go Midas or
Uh,
just get like 3 Midases and die?
I think it's going to be a similar.
Oh, as
control.
true as switch. Shackle misses though.
Oh,
Does eat the Chozo stun.
Sorry, I think it's going to be a
Ah,
similar
blink.
principle to the Bulldog Nature's Prophet build where he wants to fight, so therefore. Oh, hang on, Gimli going on Bristleback here, holding him facing forward. Skyfaller going with him, but they don't have it. They don't have the damage.
Too risky. I do
Oh.
like Axe's
Does-
tranquil boots and
does
almost
Owen
blink.
Dire has
ignore,
fortified its structures.
Bristleback?
Axe is grateful.
yeah, it does. I
Yeah.
believe.
Oh.
Just like it.
No, it's a kill threshold. If they're below a certain health, they're affected by death. It's not even really part of the damage calculation.
Dire's
It's
top tower
it's
is
not
under
something
attack.
like say Necrophos is up.
Yep.
Well,
Dazzle!
Radiant's bottom tower is under siege.
So a bit of action going on mid here. Radiant and Dire both putting all their supports, or most of their supports anyway, up in this area.
I mean,
General
Gimli could
fight
take
And
his
everyone
aura
just
out
backs
and
off.
Blink dagger.
Test him. He's almost at his blink.
Yeah, that's going to really help with the kiting.
So, blink dagger's the pick up for
Radiant's
Wind
bottom
Ranger.
tower
I've seen
is
View do
being
this
attacked.
before. It's like
Yes,
get ahead,
yes.
stay ahead.
Oh,
It
that
gives you
was
a
a
lot of
great
mobility,
Mad
especially
Lib.
against the Storm,
So,
the Centaur,
what's
sort of all the
happening
reach
here
that they've got.
I can appreciate it as well for a hero who's got potentially an amazing shackle. You know, 3.75
Yeah.
duration, 12-second cooldown. But it's so hard to land. But being able to blink behind or across or something and then drop it, that sounds great.
Axe sitting on 2.2k. Very soon about to get his blink.
I'm hoping it's the
Almost
blink and he's
dangerous
not heading over
sometimes.
to finish off a Vanguard or something, but yeah, he's
Radiant's
Oh,
Yeah, I
top
doubt
tower
you
is
do that.
under attack.
They hurt my soul.
Radiant has fortified its structures.
The
big
Vanguard
fight going on
comes
top.
down
We will be seeing a fissure in a sec to interrupt this focus fire. But I don't think they're going to be able to stop that.
Radiant's
too
top
late.
tower has fallen.
Howloon wants to use Echo Slam, but just not there in time. They did
They're
force
under
out the
siege,
Razor
They
ult.
really shouldn't take this fight. They really shouldn't take this fight. Guy following no
Yeah, on both of the Dire heroes now.
Yeah.
Well, on 3 Dire heroes.
Oh, Cone's in.
Pains in the ass to kind of. Wraithing goes down the top lane.
Radiant's tower is being attacked.
And he's chasing. He's going to drop a stun now here, I think, on the on the Earthshaker. And Shallow Grave, I don't think is going to be enough to save him with Wind Ranger chasing.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Oh,
There it is.
Dire's
Yeah.
bottom
Centaur.
tower
Here
is being
comes
attacked.
True God coming in. Nuking down Skyfaller, doing huge damage, but leashed as well, and finished off by the Dire combo.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And as we were saying earlier,
Dire's
Dire
bottom
really
tower
have a
is
good
being attacked.
lineup for just punishing overextension.
Yep. Oh, and they actually catch IROC. I don't know if they're going to be able to get another stun in there in time. Yes, they are. They've still got Call.
Dire's
Not
bottom
enough mana.
tower is under
He needs
siege.
100, but they got him anyway.
Right
Chozo
click.
looking for the switch. That would have been a
Radiant's
beautiful
top
way
tower
to
is
get one
under
final
attack.
kill.
Dire's
Looking at the fight
bottom
recap.
tower is under attack.
Nearly 2,000 gold swing into the Radiance, the Dire's favour there.
And Dire's now sitting on a pleasant 5,000 gold lead.
Dire's bottom
Yeah.
tower is under
It's
attack.
big. 7 for 4. And again, they've got the
Radiant's
late
middle
scaling
tower is
team,
under siege.
I think, with a carry Wraith King.
Radiant
So I mean, the interaction that
structures
we
have
did,
been fortified.
in the draft and wasn't quite well
Radiant's
executed
middle
in that
tower
fight
is
is
being attacked.
Stampede after the reincarnation slow. If that's timed correctly, like I think Wraith King purposefully blinked in that fight to make sure that he slowed those 3 people. He knew he was going to die.
Well,
Did.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolute
As soon as he
deliberate.
blinked in, Centaur popped his ults, and then he died, and then they still had the Centaur ult running.
Yeah,
So they got out of the midst of it.
yeah.
It's a good
And then
mechanic.
just, yeah,
But then it
obviously
stops.
because he did it straight away, then it ran out just a
Yeah.
little bit too soon for them to escape. But yeah, if they time that right, they can. If the Wraith King goes for that again, they could easily just void that. If you know what I mean.
The only problem, of course, is Centaur's ult is great for counter initiation anyway for any kind of CC when it wears off. But the problem in this instance is going to be
Radiant's bottom tower
when
is under
Axe starts to
siege.
initiate with Cool rather than the Wraith King being the initiator. That'll make it a little bit trickier.
And you got to remember that Dire are doing all this with 2 Midases.
Radiant's bottom tower
Yeah.
is being
Yeah.
attacked.
And
So,
Beauty's almost at his
This
maelstrom.
game is only going downhill for Radiant. It's going to be a close one.
Well, True's got his Orchid
Radiant's
finished up
bottom
right now.
tower is under siege.
At least he should.
So this is
Buy
the
it.
time that they need. They need to pick off either on Beauty or somebody super squishy like this.
Oh, and they actually missed the Centaur stomp on Skyfaller down on bottom, but they are managed to get some snot in from Logic and a nice stun there from Howloon, but it's not going to be enough.
Those people had families.
Meanwhile, on the mid, Beauty getting another kill, this time on Dazzle. And that'll be another tier 1, I think, for Dire.
Bristleback keeping the mid lane.
There's not
Pretty
really
risky
much to
move.
be done here.
Trying to pump in a little bit of
If
damage.
he throws a
but
goal,
he's just
going,
Oh, the shackle hits somehow.
He cancelled by the quill spray.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
He wanted that so bad.
And hell, if they got it, then that was going to be a very dead porcupine.
So 20 gold for Beauty's Maelstrom.
Good pick up. Wraith King just noticed taking over the top of the last hits chart, and that's looking really scary actually for Radiant. 96 on the Wraith King, that's about equal with the top 2 on Radiant. But if you look at the other side, 4 last hits and 3 on the Earthshaker. And Earthshaker's a hero who needs items to be super effective.
So, as we were talking about in the draft, Bristleback's second, third highest joint on the last hit chart. But this isn't a Gimli Battle Fury Bristleback. This isn't a farming Bristleback. This is like your Vanguard build.
Tank.
So it's not going to scale like the way that
Radiant's
they want
bottom
it to. I
tower
don't
is
feel.
being attacked. You're
Yeah.
really losing
I
your
agree.
mind.
It's an off-lane build on a safe lane Bristle.
Well, back to my
Yeah.
ad-libs.
I'm confused why they didn't just start rotating
Dyer's
Logic
middle
around a little
tower
bit
is under
earlier.
siege.
Because if, say, they
Dyer's
just...
structures have been fortified.
all they needed is really level 6 on
Oh,
Centaur.
as we get action on mid, one moment, Chozo brought really low, True God still wants to go for it, but he's focused fired down by Beauty, and a stun drops down on Logic. He's going to eat a lot of harass here.
On Logic, dealing all that damage. And the shackle coming in from Beauty. Is it going to be enough? Yet Breathfire Blast holding him in place, and he's down.
Big crit to finish it off there.
Yeah. Just for style points. And are they going into the rush pit here? No, he's just one. They're going to take bot tower first. Good call. Beauty now sitting on 1200
Dyer's middle
gold
tower
already
has been
after
denied.
buying that Maelstrom.
Radiant's bottom tower is under siege. Radiant structures have been fortified.
Getting big.
Radiant's bottom tower is being attacked.
Storm carrying a couple of smokes, probably going to be looking into roaming a bit more with IROC.
Radiant's bottom tower has
It's kind of
fallen.
confusing because of like how Bristleback's being played this game and the heroes that he's kind of being sat around with. Because say all you needed on the Radiant side was 3 level 6s and they could just start deathballing this game. Because the
Yeah.
split push on Dire is not that great. I mean, they've got Wind Ranger, but she's not going to really take all your towers down in a couple of hits. Like with the relatively low armor of Dire and Weave
Yeah.
is absolutely disgusting with Bristle. Like 200 damage by 13 minutes. But instead they just kind of let Dire farm up a nice little bit, and that kind of just reflects on how Bristleback's doing altogether.
And
I mean,
Very
something
little
to point
farm
out
from
here
very
is
little kills.
how little farm priority these. Oh, beauty
Action
being
going
jumped
on
the
mid.
mid lane by iRock on this centaur.
He hasn't got
and
anything to
hit
finish it though.
and Windrun.
Links in
Oh, he
shackles,
comes back
that's
into
going
the
to be
shackle.
straight onto a
Logic
tree
steal right there
for
though, this is very
beauty.
bold.
Conewolf is happy, he's got his ult up. But 14 finished off on the back lines. This might be too much for Dire. They weren't counting on all this. Ebenezer Scrooge going to make it out with Shadow Grave, and Conewolf, that's his first death. He'll be right back in one moment. Skyfaller coming in with the ult popped, and iRock nuked down, eats the Vengeful Stun as well. Nice fissure there to block, but Centaur for Wind Ranger, that's kind of fair. Oh, Bristle running into Chozo. Over here in the Radiant jungle, there's a stun, and Dire are trying to re-engage on this. Chozo just needs to bring him round to his teammates. Logic detects this, trying to TP out. There's a stun, and it hits. That's another kill for Dire. The other great thing I was going to say just before this fight kicked off, we saw a bit of dewarding going on at bot rune from Venge. They're thinking of getting Roche, and that's exactly right, I think, for them to be doing.
Yeah. With a Razor, Wind Ranger, and a Wraith King. Like,
Easy peas.
Vampiric Aura,
bench.
Wave of Terror, what's going to stop you?
Yeah.
quite literally.
They've got enough space
So-
now, I think, to take the bot tier 2 and then go Roche, but yeah.
I think one of the main differences showing between the teams is the farm priority being given to these supports on Radiant.
Radiant's bottom tower is being
They have
attacked.
both supports
Radiant has
on Radiant
fortified
have
its
equal net
structures.
worth with Chozo on the bench.
As we do get a big initiation here, Cohen Wolf caught out and he's got his ult down. Nice response there from Radiant.
Yeah.
And
I
Dire,
think that's what's going to be the comeback for Radiant is the dire side underestimating the weave damage.
mhm.
Every
mean,
single
that's-
time they take a fight and get hit by a weave, they end up taking quite a few casualties, and if they can sort of capitalise on that, they're almost certainly gonna come away with something.
It's going to scale down though. Wraith King's on his way to an AC and he hasn't got any of the armor items picked up in his inventory yet. That will make a big difference. And the other thing is, Radiant, as you said, we've got a Bristleback here who's not really going for the carry Bristle build. He is going Sanjin Yasha now, but it's going to be tricky. Most of their damage is magical. Weave is going to help, but then they're not a team that's built to take advantage of Weave, I guess is what I'm saying. They're not,
Yeah.
you know, PA and Medusa.
I mean, say it was a 15-minute Crimson Guard or something, then yeah,
Ooh.
sure, the safe lane Bristle kind of worked because it's almost
That's a
like a
great
full
pick up-
protect
that's a
one
great pick up
on
on Earth
Storm
Shaker.
Spirit.
Yeah, but iRock rotating in though has caught Chozo in the, and he's going to finish him off.
Storm should have this Wind Ranger.
Yeah, just needs to get the shackle. Oh, but he needs to keep mana for it. He backed out of that quick.
Wind Run, good ability.
And everyone backs off. 1 for 1. Support for support.
Yeah.
But yeah, the safe lane Bristle could have worked if, say, they got like a 15-minute Crimson Guard.
Ooh, this is big if they catch Logic here.
Uh-oh.
They've got a blink on Cone, they get the stun. Storm Spirit just TP'd away.
Guaranteed
Gonna have to call any
Beautiful
second now.
shackle.
Stacking stuns
And
for
we
it.
do have a Shadow Grave going down, but of course the axe goes straight through it with Cunning Blade.
Gal's dead
And
here.
now Gal's just gonna
Yep.
lose, isn't he? Stun,
Nothing he
shot.
can do. Vengeful is the only one dealing with the actual wave. They don't have any creeps down here, but nice couple of kills there for Dire.
So, Razor as a hero, we don't see a lot of him in the pro scene. And
Well,
seeing as this,
anymore.
yeah,
Yeah.
like this meta's kind of dominated by physical damage. So, can you think of a reason why he's not included?
Yeah.
Oh, GG.
Wow.
Because everyone's picking
Is that GG?
Manta. Oh.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, at 8:15,
Victory for Dire.
Midas is on all the other team. Wow. Well, GG's. I think the reason Razor's not picked up is because a lot of the right clickers that are picked up these days benefit from buffs, like with a Vengeful Spirit or a Troll or a Drow, something like that. And Razor's stolen damage doesn't benefit from that.
Right, okay.
But it would work with the Troll, because of course that would just be
Yeah.
attack speed. So I can see
I
your
was
point.
thinking like the ult with all the minus armor, it was just a general curiosity question, because yeah, it's just,
I love it. I love AC Razor as well, because
yeah.
the ult was physical. Anyway, great job, guys. Well done to the teams. That was a swift and decisive victory for Skyfaller, putting him up in tied second place. That's crazy. And thanks very much to you guys as well. Digital Unicorn, Maestro, and Shadow Man. I don't know if Thorn was with us. You there, Thorn? Question mark. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys.
No, I don't think he was.
We'll be back with another one very, very shortly. And yeah, thanks for tuning in.
User left your channel.
Thanks for having us.